guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a pick a card reading on where you might be traveling to next, when you might be traveling, and how you might be getting there, why you might be traveling. So everything focusing around traveling, what you might be doing. So I thought this was going to be kind of fun. I'm so happy you guys liked my last video. I didn't expect so many people to comment and watch it and like it. So thank you so much for your kind comments. It makes me so happy. So yeah, and shout out to Charmed Intuition Tarot too, because she has been supporting me and just like being so loving and kind to me through this whole development stage. So yeah, anyway, so we have 3 piles here. This will be pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And we also have perfume bottles. So we have Dior. This one smells so good. It smells like fresh flowers. So I thought that'd be fun. And then we have a lavender one by Mistral or Maestral. I got this one a long time ago. This one smells like the best. Like, this is so good. If you like to put on perfume going to bed, which I know a lot of people don't, but sometimes I do. This one is like so comforting. I love this one. And then we have roses. And this one smells so refreshing and good. It smells like fresh roses. So yes. Okay, so again, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. You can take a deep breath, kind of focus on where you might be traveling to next. If you know or if you don't know, I guess we'll find out. So take a deep breath, pick the pile that you like. I'll leave timestamps down below so you can fast forward the video as always. And with that, we'll get started. Hi, pile number 1. So if you chose this pile, this reading is for you. Let's see if we can find out where you might be traveling to next, why, when, how. We'll just see what the cards say. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. We have Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. We have the Gibbous Moon. We have Divine Order. We have the Finding Sanctuary card. And then we have Discovering Truth. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we have Love. And we have Divine Order. So to me, okay, so I'm getting this intense feeling of like a honeymoon, and I'm getting like a sense of like, yeah, like just married. This won't resonate with everybody, but I'm sensing like a honeymoon kind of vacation. Just because we definitely have the love here, the love card here. So this could be like a trip with your loved one too. Like I feel like you're going to be going away with your significant other or someone that you love deeply. I'm getting the sense that it is a committed relationship though. So let's go with tarot. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands, and this tells me that you're like ready to go, and you are like maybe anticipating a trip in the near future, and you're ready to go, and you're really excited about it. You're feeling maybe overwhelmed about the trip. I think maybe it's a big one that's coming for you next, because we do have Finding Sanctuary and Discovering Truth. So like to me, I'm using these cards as well. I'm using the pictures to determine what kind of environment you might be in. So I'm seeing a lot of mountains. There are so many mountains. There's streams. We have green. We have lots of green back here in the forest. We have clouds. We have the night sky. I'm feeling like you're gonna find a place for just you and your loved one. It's gonna be a sanctuary, and it's gonna be very private and calm and relaxing. And I feel like it's gonna lead to a lot of discovery too. Like you're gonna be, you know, discovering all of the things that are in this new environment. Maybe a place that you've never been to before. That's just the feeling that I'm getting. But I'm seeing like farms in the background and mountains, and just discovering and having so much fun learning about where you're going to be going. So yeah, I'm sensing that you're going to be going to multiple places. It's not just one stop. but I'm seeing, you know, again, there's mountains all over the place, so maybe it'll be somewhere in the mountains, somewhere up high. I see lots of high elevation, but it's just going to be you and someone else that you really love, and it's going to be like this here just makes me feel like it's just going to be you two, and you're going to be really enjoying each other all by yourself up high. No one can get you. It'll be very private and really fun, and it'll be lots of discovering each other during this trip. Divine order too. So divine order, again, this just makes me feel like marriage. Like we have the scales here, like this something, there's a legal contract of some sort. This is why I'm feeling like this is something to do with like a honeymoon, or maybe it could be like you just got engaged and maybe you're having a party somewhere else. I don't know, but I'm sensing some kind of commitment. And with that love card too. So anyway, yeah, we have the Seven of Swords. You are ready to go. You're anticipating it. I feel like you know where you're going to go next, but if this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. But yeah, I feel like you know what you want and you know where you want to go, and it's exciting, but you're probably feeling a little overwhelmed about it. Next we had the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords, I wonder if you're struggling to make a decision on like where you want to go. Like, are you struggling to make a decision on, well, do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? Where do we want to go for our honeymoon? What's going to be more reasonable? Where will I have more fun? So there might be a big decision happening with where you're going to be going next. You might be going back and forth between choices. Yeah, and just what feels right whenever this trip is presented to you. Trust what feels right. Yeah, and you might not know where you're going. It might be a surprise too, because in the original tarot cards, I feel like in the Rider-Waite deck, she's has like a blindfold on in between two swords. So I wonder if, or this could be a surprise too. I'm getting multiple messages, guys, so I'm just kind of telling you how, like, the messages that come to me as I read these cards. So it could be a surprise and you don't know where you're going. Maybe your loved one is bringing you somewhere new. We have the Ace of Cups. This really goes along with love, the love card. So yeah, I mean, I'm really feeling like this is like a brand new, something new between you and your loved one. And again, it really ties into a honeymoon, a marriage, a celebration. You might be going to a destination wedding. Next, you might be I'm just sensing it could be near water too. Maybe streams, because we have lots of streams, like lots of water going through here. Yeah, but I'm definitely feeling like it's going to be just you and your loved one going. So we also have, I pulled a moon card because I wanted to get an idea of when you might be taking this trip. So the moon cards are going to determine whenever you might be taking this trip next. So I pulled the gibbous moon, and the gibbous moon, pay attention to gibbous moons. What they are is basically they're less than a full moon. They're a little bit less than a full moon. They're almost full, but not quite. As you can see in this picture here, you can see that's almost a full moon, but it's just cut off slightly. So pay attention to times this year with gibbous moons where the moon is almost full but not quite. That might be whenever you're planning on taking a trip like this. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, with the divine order, I feel like definitely this is you and your loved one, and it's in celebration of something. Yeah, and I feel like you're going to be discovering each other too. You're going to be discovering your loved one on this trip. And it's just going to be you and them, and it's going to be so dreamy. It's really going to be everything you wanted. That's just how I'm feeling. And you're really anticipating it, and you're really excited. You know something might be coming. Yeah. Okay guys, that's all I have for pile number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next pick a card reading. Bye. Hi pile number 2. If you chose this pile with the little lavender perfume bottle, this reading is for you. So let's see if we can find out where you might be traveling to next. Okay, so we pulled Temperance, a lot of balance, 5 of Wands, the Hermit, Failure. Don't let this card scare you. Let's see what the rest of them say. We have It's Time to Take Action, New Moon in Aries. Outdoors. Oh, this card's awesome. That really helps clarify. We have Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty, lots of stars, nighttime planets. And then we have Crossing Bridges, a time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. All right, so let's start with tarot. So with Temperance, so this is like about balance and patience. So maybe you've been waiting for a trip to come and you've been really wanting to go somewhere, but with this Failure card, I feel like every time you've tried to plan something special for yourself, it seems to always just go south. Like something seems to happen. Maybe something happens in the family, something happens with the kids, something happens with the pets, something happens with the home, whatever it is. It just seems like it just doesn't work out all the time. And I think you're just patiently waiting for your chance to really get away from things, because we also have the 5 of Wands. So I'm feeling like you're probably trying to get away from a lot of like just people like not compromising with you. You know, I feel like maybe you're surrounding yourself with people that have a lot of opinions, but they don't like to listen. And maybe that might be why you're taking this trip. Because I feel like you're just wanting to just be alone. You're wanting to be alone and not with people. I think you're trying to find your balance again. I think this trip might be necessary for you to find balance again. Like you need to step back from what you're doing and all of the craziness that's going on, and this trip will help you find balance. But this is also a sign of patience too. You might be waiting for this trip, or you might have been waiting for it for a long time. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to just get away from the anxiety and the stress and the drama that's going on around you, and like you can't control your external circumstances, but you can kind of control what's going on inside of you. And I think the only way to really get that under control is you need to take this trip, whatever trip comes up. So let's see what the other cards are. So I pulled moon cards. As you can see, this is a moon card. So I pulled these because I wanted to get a time frame of whenever you might be taking this trip. This is the new moon in Aries. So pay attention to the next new moon in Aries. You can Google it. I actually already did for you. I did look at this card before I pulled it from this deck. So, because I wanted to look up when the next new moon is in Aries is. So the next new moon in Aries will be in March 2020. So that kind of goes back to like being patient. You might be having to wait for this trip to happen. But I feel like it's just so needed. And if you can take it sooner, go for it. Don't let it hold you back. It's time to take action too. So it makes me wonder, you know, yeah, you might have a trip coming for you in March of 2020. That's when the new moon in Aries is again. But if you can take action sooner than that, I'm really feeling this need. Like you need to take this trip. You need to get away from people. You need to be alone. So we have outdoors. So this tells me you need to spend more time outdoors, and you need to just spend time in nature and reconnecting with yourself and reconnecting with nature. Take time to smell the roses, as they say. But yeah, it says go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature, relieve stress, and gain new creative ideas. This is going to be necessary for you. I'm really getting that feeling, and it really ties into the 5 of Wands cards. I also drew 2 travel cards. So Okay, so there's two things that I'm seeing in both of these cards. I drew these cards to get an idea of like what environment you might be in. Definitely somewhere where you are going to enjoy all of the stars. You're going to be able to enjoy all of the stars. Oh, I got a feeling of like the Northern Lights. Definitely feeling the Northern Lights in this. If you're going to be taking a trip, it might be north to see the skies, because I feel like there's a lot of moon and stars and magic going on, and I think that you need to that might be where you're going. It does mean, so here we have her crossing a bridge, so I'm feeling like, yeah, you'll be crossing a bridge to get wherever you're going. I know that's kind of vague, but that sticks out to me. Yeah, and it's crazy because it's a time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Again, this really, really ties to this Hermit card, and then it ties to the Balance card and the Five of Wands. You just need to get away from things. You need to do it on your own. She's by herself. And I think you just needed to just take a break. Spend time outdoors, reconnect with yourself. Yeah, maybe next time you go on a trip, if this is, if you're going on the trip in March 2020, bring a telescope. Just a message I just got. Bring like a cheap telescope, and maybe you'll be amazed at what you see. It really might be special for you. Might be reconnecting with the universe a little bit too. Yeah, and oh, I'm so sorry, it keeps failing. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep planning those trips. Don't get discouraged. It'll happen. Time to take action. Time to go on this trip. Look out for March 2020. Spend some time outdoors. Anything else? Yeah, and I guess the last message I'm getting right now is whenever you do actually get to go on this trip, it's going to be very satisfying. It's going to be so well worth it. Yeah, so whenever you get to do this, just really take that chance and go and leave things behind and really reconnect with yourself and the universe. I think that's definitely big for you. So yeah, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that resonated, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Pick a Card reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to this Pick a Card. So if you chose this pile, this reading is for you. So we're going to see if we can find out where you might be traveling to next, why, how, if the cards kind of let me know. So let's figure it out. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Princess of Wands, we have the Devil card, Success, First Quarter Moon, Beloved One, we have Journey by Moonlight, we have Impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. All right. Okay, so first things first, the tarot cards here, these two clash. We have cold, we have hot. So multiple messages I'm getting are you might be traveling somewhere north and somewhere south. You might be traveling all over the place on your next journey. Another message I'm getting is where you're going might be very clear. It might be very, like I'm feeling fresh air, a deep breath in, clear mountains, like just somewhere fresh and clean, and so it'll help you find clarity as well. So with the Princess of Wands too, this is very fiery energy. So you could be going somewhere hot as well, to the beach, down the equator. I see this really makes me feel like it's going to be somewhere warm as well. You might be traveling all over the place, but whatever resonates with you. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but just kind of rambling off the messages I'm getting as I'm reading this. So like this card's very positive. She's very passionate. I think along this trip you're going to find there's going to be a lot of discovery and adventure. And I think that, anything that you want to do, you can do. Anything that you want to try, you're ready to try. Like you're up for anything. And maybe that's why these cards are just so opposite. You might be wanting to go to Alaska and the next day you want to go to Hawaii. So I feel like you're definitely traveling all over the place on your next trip. She's also about like exploring the unknown too. And she brings, this girl, the Princess of Wands, she brings really exciting news and surprises. So this trip might be a surprise to you. We also have the Devil card. So with the Devil card, I feel like this is all about like breaking free from where you are and getting away. I just got this strange sense that like this trip might be a while. I think you're traveling for a long time. Just a strange feeling I got, but it won't resonate with everybody. But so yeah, I'm feeling like you just need to get away and you need to break free. You need to loosen up the chains. You feel chained down at home. You feel chained down to where you are, and you really need to like get up and go. She kind of reminds me of a little bit of a gypsy too. I think she's a wanderer. She likes to travel. She likes to bounce all over the place. And you don't like to be held down. So we have success, always a good sign. Trip will be a success. First quarter moon. So I pulled these moon cards because I wanted to get a sense of time whenever this trip might be happening. So depending on the moon card that I pulled, that'll give me a sense of when you might be taking this trip. So we have first quarter moon. So first quarter moons are half moons. So pay attention to half moons this year. You might be going on this trip around a half moon. You can Google when the half moon is. So pay attention to days in those months around the half moon. That might be when you're taking this trip. Beloved one, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So I think you're going with somebody that you love, whether it be a family member like your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister, your child. You could be going with your husband. Like a best friend. You're going with somebody that you really loved and you love their company, and it's really going to be you guys, or maybe you and a couple of friends just getting together. Like I'm picturing a Volkswagen minivan, like a Volkswagen van, and like you guys just like hopping in this van and traveling all over the place and just enjoying life and just like being with the people that you love on this trip. So Journey by the Moonlight, I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of traveling at night. And you're going to see so many awesome things. We have a pond here. So this makes me feel, I got this sense of like camping. You're going to be out by the water. You're going to be able to see the moon. And you're just going to be like dancing and singing and having so much fun seeing all of the new things. You might be a night person. So you maybe like the nightlife. But yeah, you're going to be traveling at night. And then this picture, so I feel like there's a lot of forest here. I'm feeling the sense of camping again. I'm definitely feeling camping. You're gonna be in the grass, surrounded by trees. You see the similarities here? We have trees here, we have trees here. I do see we have green trees here, and we have fall trees here. So we have autumn. Again, this makes me really feel like this trip is going to last a really long time. It's going to last a couple months. So whatever you're doing, I don't know if you're studying abroad maybe, but I feel like this trip is going to last a couple of months. Again, it won't resonate with everybody, but I'm just telling you exactly like the urges of feelings that I'm getting as I'm reading. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be around trees and grass and camping and just kind of living life and enjoying it. And yeah, that's awesome. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, there's going to be success. I don't sense any breakdowns. No breakdowns on the car. No issues during this trip. It'll be smooth sailing for sure. And again, pay attention to the first quarter moon, the half moons. Whenever they come during the month, pay attention. That might be whenever you're planning this trip. You're doing it to break free, get away from what's going on at home, getting away from work, getting away from school, studies. It's going to be so good to break free. Yeah, and it might even come as a surprise, but I think you're really going to do a lot of exploring the unknown. You're going to be going to places you've never been before and kind of living off the land, maybe. And you're going somewhere that's going to be really clear and so fresh and clean and deep breaths, and I really feel like it's going to be awesome. You guys are going to have a great time on this trip. So yeah, pile number 3, that's all I have for you. I really hope that you enjoyed this pick a card reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.